Hello, how are you doing? And welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about this video called Urgent Warning. 5 things Black people need to stop buying now. And there's a lot of things I could think of, probably what I need to stop buying as a Black person. But I know most of you out there, and I'm curious to know what this video is going to be about. And I wish I had something to talk about a long dialogue with this, but I'm not really sure. Hey, maybe we can think of something while we wait for this video. But yeah, so 5 things what we should say Black people should stop buying gasoline. Honestly, I would say assets that don't increase in values, like your car or your stuff or your TV and stuff. I mean, I can think of one right off the top. Uh, Not really investing, and I can see that now because I know as African Americans we don't invest as much as other races do. But I know now that's slowly getting better. The times that we're getting better, and more Black men and women are investing and preparing for their savings and their futures as prior generations before. And we went through a lot through Jim Crow, slavery. So it makes sense why we're behind the 8 ball. And then that's fine because what is a better time than right now? Let's get to the video.
Black folks, there are 5 things I want us to stop spending our money on so that we can put ourselves in a position to climb up that financial totem pole. As I mentioned a couple days ago in a previous video, we're at the bottom of the financial totem pole in this country. We control 3% of the wealth, 97% of the wealth.
I would like to see where he gets that. We're at the bottom, but I may beg a different. But hey, comment down below. Do you think we're at the bottom when it comes to wealth in the United States or around the world or not? And if you like this video so far, hit the thumbs up button.
Is being controlled by somebody else. And we got to stop that. And these 5 things that I'm going to share with you today, I think if we stop buying these things in excess, we give ourselves a chance to take that money and put it in something that actually builds wealth for us so we can move up, right? We need to do that. If we want to be taken serious in this country when it comes to anything, guys, we got to have more financial power behind us. And right now, we don't have enough, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. You may disagree, and that's okay. But I'm giving you my opinion. So let's talk about these 5 things. Number one thing we got to stop spending money on, guys, is designer clothes, shoes, and handbags. We buy way too much of this stuff.
Yes, I would definitely agree. I would say it's more of like living the Joneses in the stand, buying the Gucci, the Prada. And there's a correct time and place to buy that when you have the money. But at the end of the day, when you don't have the money and pretending to be rich, acting like you have money, it usually doesn't work out. And this is why I kind of actually agree with them. But I know a lot of people that make a lot of money that have net worths over $100 million still buy Gucci, Prada, Calvin Klein, top of the line name brand things. And they're still fine to this day. But it's the right place and time when to buy it. You don't buy it when you're trying to build wealth. You buy it when you already have it. And that's the correct way of doing it, in my opinion.
I mean, way too much of it. For some reason, I don't know if we buy this stuff thinking that we're successful. I don't know what it is. A lot of it has to do with pride, which is one of the 3 financial killers, right? Pride. We're more concerned about what somebody on the outside thinks about us. We want to impress other people. I don't know, somewhere along the way, we picked this up. This whole notion of, oh, I gotta look the part. I gotta go buy all this stuff because
This really started in the 50s, 60s, and 70s with the other cultures at the end of the day. That's where it really started. It started a long time ago. That's what I can see. And there's always the term living like the Joneses ever since human existence. So this is nothing new.
That means I'm successful. No, it doesn't. Doesn't mean you're successful. All right. It just means we're making somebody else wealthy because we don't own any of these designer brands that we buy. We don't own Louis Vuitton. We don't own Gucci. We don't own any of this stuff. But yet and still, we'll go out and buy it to make somebody else that don't look like us wealthier. I'm just being honest with you on that. We got to cut that out, guys, in my opinion. Do not spend your money on these designer clothes, these shoes and these handbags. Forget that stuff. Don't do it. That's number one. Number two, we got to stop spending our money, guys, on excess travel. We really do. Taking all of these trips.
Excess travel as in like exotic vacations that were like thousands, $15,000, $10,000 for 2 weekends or 3 days. Yes, I agree with that. Travel can be basically you going out, living in a hotel that is $100 for 2 days. I'm just saying that's really what it needs to be. And I think we really got caught up in the whole Instagram way of looking at how to travel and what people excuse me, I'm messing up today. What people put on social media is not really true. And at the end of the day, we think it's real, but when it's really not. But that's just my opinion.
When we really can't afford to take them. See, Black Americans spend a disproportionate amount of their income on travel, guys. Go do the research.
Where did you get this from? Let me know. Where did you get this research from?
We do. And I'm not sure why, but we do. We take a lot of trips and we spend a lot of money on these trips. Money that we really could be taking and putting in actual assets that appreciate in value. But yet and still, we'll go take the Cancun trip. We'll go take the Aruba trip. We'll go take the Bahamas trip. We'll go take the Jamaica trip. We'll just do all of this excess traveling. And now we want to take private jets. We
Private jets. Oh my gosh. No way. JJ, the jet plane. Oh my goodness. I know I had a moment right there. Yes. Who in the right world owns a jet as a Black person? I can't think of anyone. But hey, let me know down in the comment sections. Do you know any Black person that owns a jet except Craftflow Dollar? Let me know.
We don't want to go normal coach anymore. We want to try to go private. Why? Because that's what we see on social media, right? We see all our favorite celebrities, our favorite athletes, our favorite entertainers, our favorite politicians. We see all of these people flying private jets. So now we don't want to just fly a regular $200-$300 ticket. We want to spend $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 on a private jet so that we can, again, from the outside, we want to look like we're doing better than we really are. When in actuality, as a people, we're not doing that well because we only control 3% of the wealth. When you only control 3% of the wealth, guys, but your spending habits are at the top of the food chain, but your wealth habits are at the bottom of the food chain, that's not good. We're going to spend close to $2 trillion this year on this stuff that I'm telling you right now. These designer clothes, these designer handbags and shoes, this excess travel. We're going to spend about $2 trillion. That is at the top of the spending food chain. No other group in America spends more than us, proportionate to our size, right? We only represent about 12 or 13% of the population, but based on that ratio to what we spend, we're at the top of the food chain, man. But yet it's still the bottom when it comes to real wealth. It tells me we got our priorities wrong. And I think if we cut out some of this excess travel, I think that will help us out. Because if you go do the research, like I mentioned, when you look at our incomes, we spend more than other groups based on our income in relationship to travel. So we got to.
And I'm going to end the video right here. If you want to watch the rest of this video, I'm going to put the link down below. And so you get to see this. And if you agree with this video or not, put the thumbs up and let me know if you disagree. Let me know down the comments. And if you want to watch my next video, it's going to be up here. And also, if you want to watch this video that I actually disagree with, let me know right here. And it's going to be up here.